Okay, the next question comes from Kelly Killingsworth, and Kelly says, what is the fairest way percentage-wise to bring an investor into my company? What would be a good plan? I have a new logistics construction business and have an individual who is eager to invest in it. I know him very well. He would like to be included in the company, but only would like to be involved financially. The first investment would be around $11,000 for a dump trailer. I told him we would do this as correctly as possible, aka the ask button in the portal. The trailer would be put to work right away. I guess it might be kind of a Shark Tank deal, but he's family, not a shark. Okay, my question back to you is, Kelly, how much is that trailer? If it's $11,000, that seems to me more like he would be giving you a loan. Personally, I wouldn't want somebody to invest in my company with only $11,000. I wouldn't want to give up even 1% of my business for $11,000. I would want to take a loan. So in that situation, you might want to see if you can discuss setting up a loan with that person. I would think right now in today's economic environment, if you offered him a 10 to 12% interest rate annually on that loan, I think that would be more than fair. You would want to run the numbers to determine how fast you would be able to put that equipment to work and then repay the loan and set up a promissory note or something like that. But if you're asking my advice, I would absolutely 100%, without a doubt, not give up equity in my company for $11,000. Zero chance. I think it would be a major mistake. And the reason why is, once you give somebody equity in your company, depending on how you establish it with your operating agreement and all that type of stuff, they own a percentage in your company for life, and they have minority shareholder rights. This is very complicated stuff. But once somebody's an equity owner, you owe them financial statements, you owe them tax information at the end of the year. Every time that you want to pay yourself, they could come in and say that's unreasonable compensation. I mean, there is so much that goes into business ownership and partnership that for $11,000, I think it would be a huge headache. If I were you, I'd try to set it up as a promissory note and not an investment for equity in your company. Give me a comment back and let me know if he is open to that. Do a Flex Friday, but I would start that conversation that way. As far as negotiating equity, you know, the general rule of thumb is that the two people, the person interested in investing and the person that owns the company, they get together and they come to an agreement on what the current value of the company is. So in this situation, if the company was worth $111,000, you would give that person $10,000 for 10% of the company for $11,000. That's how you value a company. The two parties have to agree on the current value of the company. And there are formulas and valuation experts that are around that, but I think you're way too early in the journey for something like that. An astute investor it's gonna be a very complex situation. But that's generally speaking how you come up with a fair percentage if you were going to offer somebody equity. But once again, I'm going to stress more than I stress when I might be at the doctor's office. Do not exchange equity for 11% of your company. It would be a huge mistake long term. Imagine if you become a $10 million company and you give this guy even 5% of your company. You could be stroking that guy a check for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if you think your company has potential to become large, the last thing you'd want to do is give up equity for $11,000. So that's my advice. Shoot me a question back or give me a Flex Friday and let me know how it went. And I hope this helps. And I'm going to have a couple other mentors answer this for you that I know have experience with partnerships. Okay? Thanks, man. Bye.